Hi everyone, this is our new YouTube channel looking to explore topics relating to transit and the stories of getting people from point A to point B. As a new channel, all likes and subscribers will help, so please click those like buttons if you're a transit fan. Since its opening in September 2019, the Ottawa's LRT system has been plagued by a series of problems. Name the Confederation Line. Phase 1 of construction took 6 years and cost taxpayers over 2 billion Canadian dollars, and what we got was 12.5 kilometers of track. It was supposed to make traveling around the city faster and easier, but ironically, it has done the exact opposite since its opening. Ottawa was actually not new to light rail systems. Going back as far as the 1950s, the city had streetcars, though as the city developed into the 1970s, Ottawa moved away from rail systems and decided that using dedicated bus corridors were the way to go. It was a quick and dirty way to get the city moving, and it worked quite well for many years. Buses could run on these dedicated roadways at max speed during rush hours with no interference. However, as the city grew, buses simply could not keep up with the demand. More buses and bigger buses eventually created a serious bottleneck on certain routes, as all buses transiting downtown must pass through these certain sections. Ultimately, something needed to change. In 2001, Ottawa launched a pilot project called the O-Train. This was an 8-kilometer north-south line consisting of 5 stations. The O-Train, later renamed the Trillium Line or Line 2, kickstarted the desire for LRT for the city of Ottawa. After the completion of the Trillium Line, many debates were had regarding the future of LRT in Ottawa. Should the line be extended or replaced from diesel to electric? Finally, in 2012, the city came to a conclusion and approved a new line, the Confederation Line, which would serve the east-west route to complement the existing north-south line. This is where things got interesting. Despite having an existing system, the line used a different gauge track. They also ditched diesel in favor of electric power. This means none of the existing systems and train sets could be used. To make matters worse, instead of buying trains off the shelf, Ottawa went ahead and decided to be the launch customer for a completely untested train set. Although the train and system opened to great fanfare, cutting down travel times and reducing congestion, problems started to surface almost immediately. Alstom was not a small company. In fact, it was a reputable train manufacturer, so one would not expect the kind of issues that resulted from their trains. The Alstom Sedatus Spirit experienced some unexpected defects. The automated doors started to fail if passengers somewhat forced the doors to either open or close. There also wasn't a good system to detect which door was stuck, so long delays were experienced as staff needed to search individual doors to search if they were the ones that were stuck. Heating also became an issue. No, the trains did not overheat, but rather, during the harsh winter months in Ottawa, there was insufficient heating coming through the train's ventilations. By the end of the 5th month in service, the system was only running on 70% of capacity during rush hour, as numerous trains needed to be taken out of service for various mechanical and electrical issues. What made things worse was, less than 1 year into service, cracks were found in the wheels of some of the trains. Wheels were somehow no longer round. These were new trains, by the way. As a result, half the fleet needed to be taken out to be inspected and serviced. With most of the problems eventually fixed, reliability has picked back up. However, this has tarnished the reputation of the system to the locals and puts the entire expansion plan of LRT in jeopardy. Some expansion plans are already underway in Ottawa, so let's see how much public support these will get. Of the current expansion plans, the Trillium Line will reach the airport. But this means multiple transfers for some users, as it does not connect directly to downtown. Plus, with the current train setup, there are no dedicated baggage areas within the trains. The existing station designs could also be improved, including adding more protection for passengers from the elements for exterior stations, wider platforms or screen doors, and better accessibility signage at some downtown exits. The long-term costs of maintaining multiple train sets and different systems also remain to be seen. Hopefully, the city does not decide that they want to try another set of trains or another new model for future expansions. Overall, the idea for the Ottawa LRT system is not bad. The execution was just flawed on so many different levels. We really hope that things will eventually work out the way they were intended. Has your city experienced headaches when launching a new transit line? Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Safe travels!